What is this antique wooden box with some small brass plates in it? It comes with a bigger round plate attached to strings and attached to a metal bar. There's French written on the box, but I have no clue what it says. I bought it from an antique shop, and the owner doesn't know what it is either. It says it's from the 1600s. Any ideas? It's a changer box or changer scale. For centuries, the actual weight of a coin mattered, not just the design stamped on it. Merchants would not accept a coin without first verifying its weight. Each weight is specifically made to balance the type of coin pictured on the surface. Merchants had to be able to deal with coins from different countries, and this would help them spot forgeries or determine if a coin had been shaved. I have found Le Mort qui Tombe was the name for the rapids below the main arch of the old bridge in Lyon. On top of the wonderful arch, there were fine 4-story houses that were popular for goldsmiths. What is this mysterious pan-looking thing made of metal, about 7 inches across and less than an inch deep? My coworkers and I have been agonizing over what it can be for weeks. We use it to keep tip envelopes and pens at a barbershop. Any ideas? It's a vintage French copper escargot pan and is most likely from the early 20th century. What is this lightweight metal object with a chain connecting 2 pieces? Both sides are identical with no identifying marks. I found it at a thrift store and labeled it as mystery item. I did not try Googling by descriptive phrase, because I do not know how to describe it to try and search for similar things. What is this thing? It's a pull chain and hanging bracket for a wall mount doorbell. This exact bell used to hang on the wall of our cottage when I was a kid. I guess it's made in India, possibly Sarna. What is this mysterious family heirloom? About 5.5 inches long and looks like it's made of ivory. Decorative, but seems like it must have a functional purpose and fit into something. The hole in the center goes all the way through. No visible markings anywhere. It's apparently been in my family for at least 2 generations, and family members were told that it's meaningful and valuable, but nobody knows what it is or has any memory of where it came from. Thanks in advance. If you look at the small drilled hole below the feathered area, there should be a glass bead inside. Hold this up to a strong light at arm's length and slowly move it toward your eye. An image should appear when it gets close to your eye. The glass bead insert is called a Stanhope lens, and these were popular souvenirs in the late 19th century, often made in the forms of letter openers, women's sewing accessories, etc. What is this thing labeled as a xylophone at an antique store? I bought it for $9, and we thought it would be cool as a coffee table. I had never really seen anything like it, so I wasn't sure if it was labeled correctly. Thanks in advance. $9 for a tongue drum the size of an end table. I'm an instrument collector, and I've gotten some good deals, but wow, I've never gotten a deal that good. I have not priced used tongue drums, but a new one small enough to sit in your lap is around $300 to $500 from the maker I found. It's of Aztec origin, traditionally made from a hollowed log. What is this, some kind of antique tool? All metal, with 2 sets of pliers and some kind of hinge type thing in between. Marked Pat March 23, 1880. N.A. Davidson. It's quite heavy and includes a handle that can be cranked, presumably to make the 2 pliers closer to each other or farther away. Anyone have any ideas? It's an A. Davidson double jaw lasting clamp. It stretched the upper around the shoe last. The standard early procedure is to stretch the leather around the form tightly using pliers and try and tack it in place at the same time with only 2 hands holding hammer, stretching pliers, and tack. This does the stretching and holding as the leather is wrapped around the shoe last, so that you don't need 3 arms and your teeth to try and hold it while you tack. What is this lamp with a reflector? The wick and reservoir look like it used kerosene. It has what appears as a siding window and a reflector. There's a bracket loop on the back to hold while looking through the window. I picked it up at an antique store marked as a ship's light, but seems to be more than that. I cannot find any matches online. It also seems to have a lot of repair for leaks using solder type material. Any ideas? It's early to mid-20th century ship navigation light or a ship's masthead. This is the removable part so it can be lit, as well as refilled or the wick serviced. The small window is so the crew can tell the lantern is still lit. It would have slid into a larger housing with the lenses to indicate its position on the ship. What are these antique pieces of wood with slots at the bottom and holes through the top, and some with rods? They are roughly 17 inches long by 2 inches thick. They were from an antique dealer in the northeastern USA. I tried searching for antique wagon parts and yarn machine parts, but came up empty. What are these things for? It's an antique primitive rope bed wrench, circa 1860s. It is used to tighten the rope on the bed rope. The origin of the term sleep tight. I found this metal stick with a pointy end and a hinged end in an old kitchen in Berlin. It's about 18 centimeters in length and was found in my grandparents' kitchen. The best guesses so far are something to check if a cake or some meat is done. The stainless engraving and the location supports the idea of a kitchen tool, but the hinged part does not fit into the picture. Maybe something for cooking. It's a larding needle. In Germany this is called SPICKNADEL. It is used to put small strips of white bacon fat into lean meat, for making it more tender when roasting in the oven. What is this lovely stylized spoon made for? It's weighty, not at all flimsy or bendy, with a solid corkscrewed handle and a sterling stamp on the back despite looking brass. The prominent cutaway gives me the impression that it's designed for something specific. Any ideas? It's a sterling silver cheese scoop by Toll Silversmiths 1885. It looks like it's for scooping out the good stuff from a big wheel of soft cheese. This old wooden workbench has a silhouette in the cabinet that seems like it is missing parts. It seems to be a normal wooden workbench in the basement of my house. It's seemingly very old and appears to have had some kind of specialized hardware inside one of the cabinets, but has been removed. The remaining metal seems like cast iron. I'm wondering if the shape of the silhouette left indicates anything. Any ideas? The main cabinet is a late 1920s VICTROLA orthophonic console. The center looks to have had one of the few designs of re-entrant orthophonic horns. Mostly these types came from Victor and HMV in the UK. Your remaining hardware looks like it could be the cast iron horn elbow that directed the sound down from the player. I was helping clean out the house of someone deceased and came across this piece. The little cup at the top swings back and forth, and it says it's from Japan. None of us can figure out what it is. I tried googling and image searching, but nothing is coming up even remotely close. It could look like it's at least silver plated, and maybe stainless steel underneath. What is this thing? Please let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.